Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Let's get the CFTC out of the way. This presentation is for demonstration and educational purposes only. It's important to know that I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. Okay, good morning. Opening bell about to ring here in just a minute. And I just want to pull up my trade performance. Give me a second. Okay. Charles was met with Charles yesterday. If today's your first day joining us, I'm going to be showcasing the AI Auto Trader, which is a fully automated trading system that runs on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. And these are a diversified portfolio of strategies that trade all of the futures index equities along with crude oil and gold. And once they're enabled, they will execute and manage the trades on your behalf. And I've got our Smart Stop 2, which is the pattern recognition strategy, in a really beautiful trade here. You can see my stop way out in right field. And it gives it plenty of room to mature. It had a bullish engulfing candle and exited the trade. So it didn't like that candle formation right here. Bullish engulfing candle, got out of the trade for a small loss, and it'll look for another entry. And gold is continuing where it left off yesterday. Gold and crude oil are really hot. They're hoping that they come to a truce in that conflict in the Middle East, and that will bring back oil production to a normal level. Speaking of crude oil, and gold has just been on a tear. Look at it go now. We've got a trailing stop, and gold was almost at an all-time high. And it's in a beautiful trade. You can see our risk to reward on gold is 6 to 1. We're risking 15 to get to 90. So we're at about $600 in the green on this trade. And the ES just took a trade. ES is looking for a reversal. And gold, and it just may go all the way. Holy moly, what a trade. Beautiful entry on gold. You can see where it got in short, way back here on a signal A reversal, and just went straight down to that area of support. So gold has got to come to the right on our radar now. Good morning, Rao. Big trade on gold, Rao. Let's see what happened overnight. And then we'll look at the Forex factory. We got crude oil inventory today. I know FOMC is coming out at 2 o'clock, I believe it was. But let's just take a quick look at overnight. This is this morning. Overnight.
Order submitted.
Kind of flat. Took a ride up. No huge movements overnight. Historically, when FOMC is doing the minutes are released in the afternoons, the morning session can be pretty choppy. So we will keep that in mind. I'm going to look for a gold roll to the downside. So I've got my gold signal A right here on a trade copier. And I am going to turn it on and look for a short roll on crude. I'm sorry, on gold. It's early. So I'm all set on gold on a signal A. So I'm looking for that Laguerre, the RSI line in that Laguerre, to roll back to the downside. Hopefully it'll bounce off of the 50 and continue down into the trend. And let's see here. I also have the NASDAQ on a signal B that we'll go ahead and enable. And crude oil, I'm going to play the crude oil around crude inventory time. So let's see if we can get into a trade on this signal B on the NASDAQ. Signal B, here we go. And the AI Auto Trader, we've got some really powerful releases, updates. The AI Auto 2.0, this is turning into a bionic system. Sergio, great news in the morning meeting this morning. He's got that dynamic trading sessions working, looking really good in testing. We got a ranging market here on the NASDAQ. When it's choppy like that, a signal A is really the way to go.
Order submitted.
We got the RTY one-day pass this morning. We have our prop trading templates running. RTY was able to hit $3,000 trade, pass a $50,000 evaluation. And the other strategies on my leaderboard are signal A's on the 2-minute. Black gold is a signal A. Gold on a signal B caught that big move down. And we've got the signal A bot and drone right up there. So gold and crude, again, on top. I'm going to disable my NASDAQ and just wait for it to find its way. We'll keep an eye on the haymaker. The haymaker likes this environment. Yes, David Kushner's room is closed today. I had opened the room up early. David is having some tech issues. He's not going to be available to trade today, and in all likelihood, he will be back tomorrow. CTG, welcome. You're stuck with us today. And we're going to just go through. I'm going to just go. I was met with Marcy yesterday, and we were looking at the top strategies. The what have you done for me lately? What's hot? What's not? The ES 1 day pass is hot. You can see my winning percentage is at 60% profitable on the ES 1 day pass. This is a very short look back for these 1 day pass templates. The ES right now is the hot one. The Russell's making a nice comeback. Ooh, we missed that gold roll. Damn, that was the trade I was looking for. We sure missed it. Let's make sure that the drone didn't. Okay, it didn't. What it was is that pivot got in our way, but it did exactly what we were hoping it would do. Go right to the 50 and roll. And you can see my RSI line did exactly what we wanted it to do. The problem was is that we had that area of support. That blue line is an area of support. The system will not trade into those areas of support because we're afraid it'll bounce like it's doing now. So we sidestepped that one. Really don't want to catch the long one. So let's take a quick look at the Forex Factory. Listen, beware. FOMC is today at 2 o'clock, and it's got a big red folder. FOMC meeting minutes. And we know from past experience that the conditions of the market can be a little rocky. So govern yourselves accordingly, and I'll do the same. 10:30, we got crude inventory. 2 o'clock, FOMC meeting minutes. And that is what's on the calendar for Wednesday, Hump Day, August 21st. Hey, good morning, Greg. Actually, it's me. It's Rory today. Mark will be back Friday. Crude, the price of crude is way down, $73 a barrel. Some good volatility on it. Let's take a look at this crude chart. Prices have kind of been trending higher, so a crude signal A is looking very nice right now. I'm going to take that crude signal A. You see my cross just came in. I'm actually taking it on black gold, so let's put on black gold. Now we do have this area of resistance at about 73.85.
Order submitted.
So the software does an excellent job of defining risk, those areas of support and resistance and pivots. And it won't trade it right directly into one of those. CL at 10:30, Mike. We are getting pumped up for it. Yesterday we let that 1 day pass. Oh man, that 1 day pass on crude oil scored yesterday, right at our time, right at 11. I got into the trade. I didn't see my profit target, and I chickened out and bailed on it. There goes gold. Man, if it breaks through here, it might even drop further. Our RSI line is buried in our Laguerre oscillator. And we had that nice cross on the MACD.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Look at YM 1 day pass. Didn't go all the way, but it got a nice winner.
Order submitted.
Steven is in. So my NASDAQ is working today. Yesterday I met with Charles, and man, he's great. He's just a miracle worker. He's like a surgeon.
Order
He
submitted.
diagnosed the issue. Um, 1859. I'm back to green here. And he fixed me up. He gave me this little lag time indicator. And I am green on the NASDAQ, meaning I'm getting very little lag today. Let's see if we can pop through this area of support. I'm going to go and if we can pop through this area to the upside, maybe we get a little bit of a runner. Let's see if our signal B jumps in. No problem, Greg. Good morning. Thanks for joining us today.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's take a look at Steven. Steven's always fun to watch. Smart Stop 1, 2, and 3 are all in. Speaking of Smart Stop, let me go back real quick. Sorry about this. Okay. Sorry about that. Hold on just a moment. Okay, I apologize. Okay, here we go. We're getting a retracement again on gold. So we're going to try to catch this short roll on this gold signal A.
Order submitted.
Wow, look at that. Gold signal A is just red hot. What I'm looking at is my trade performance, just the 15th to the 20th, just 5 days. But look at what gold signal A has been doing. It's been crushing it. That's trading one contract. It's up $1,815 on the drone. 1,815 trading one contract. When are the winners coming? Let's take a look. The winners are coming between 8:30 and 11. 8:30 and 11, with the biggest one being at 10:30. So that strategy is doing extremely well.
Order submitted.
I've got my trade copier on the bot, but you know what? I'm going to change it. So I'm just going to unlock this, and I'm going to put it right on the drone. I let the data really dictate my decisions. The new update, why I'm so excited about the new update, is it's going to do this automatically. So there's no more seeing what time it does the best and which one is hot. It's going to all be dynamically done for you. It's really, that's why we're calling it the AI Auto 2.0, because this is really a huge step up in technology for us. And our members are definitely going to be the beneficiaries. What that update is going to do is just what I'm doing here. It's going to recognize the hot strategies, the times of the day that they're doing the best, and it's going to automatically enable those strategies to trade during those peak hours. Only the ones that are in the green doing the best. Really, our mandate is to sidestep the losers. With automation, that's the challenge. We can get winners, but the important thing is sidestep the losers. Signal B bot.
Order submitted.
So that gold drone is looking good. The NQ 50,000 one-day pass has not been doing well. The 50K PA account. This is one of my favorite strategies, this 20U on the signal C between 10 and 10:30. Does extremely well. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this in a new tab since 10 o'clock is coming up. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to make my leader account that NQ20U and lock it and turn it on. Our retirement plan has not been doing very well recently. The Haymaker loves that 10:30 window. The Haymaker is a signal A, so I like to put all my signal A's on, and you can see between 10:30 and 11, the Haymaker does extremely well.
Order submitted.
All right, let me keep an eye on the ball here. If you're curious about Stephen hit my daily loss limit. So Stephen's out of the game today. On an FOMC day, it's going to be rough for that strategy. Gold is very low volume, about 175, 200 contracts per minute. Okay. Our stop is actually in a really nice place on that NASDAQ trade. It's giving us some heat, but you can see the stop is placed right above that area of resistance. And in this ranging market, I wouldn't be surprised if it does a little bit of a reversal here. Let's see what happens. Got our stop. Pushing higher. Let's go back to the haymaker. From 9:30 to 10:30.
Order submitted.
Let me take a look, Greg. That's why this new update's going to be so advantageous. Is it's going to do that automatically for us. Right now, I have to go through our trade performance and look at them, one by one. But if I was to pick one between 9:30 and 10:30, I like this one here, 10:30 to 12. This is the ES Signal B drone.
Order submitted.
But let me see if I can find that window. I just got into a trade on the NASDAQ 30 range. It scares me just a little bit with this choppy market, but maybe it'll find its way to the top here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
I got out of the trade at 4+425, but the automation is still in. I closed at my profit target, but it caught that nice move up. Holy moly. Man, did it catch that one. Beautiful trade. I was able to get that on my Apex account for a $425 win. So that account 24, I hit my profit target on that one. Got a really nice trade on the NASDAQ, the Haymaker strategy. You know, right now, Greg, what I see that's doing really well in that time frame that you mentioned is this gold strategy. Gold is trading very well, even starting at 8:30 all the way to 11. This is looking at the month of August, and I can include today. And I think it'll confirm those data points.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I hear you, Scott. We were discussing that with the FOMC. It's not gonna be an easy one. Okay, listen, we're in another trade. We finally got into that short roll on gold, and we're gonna let this baby ride. Oh, come on back down. Let me see if I'm in it. Yes, I am. Come on, push down.
Order submitted.
Okay, very little risk on the trade. I lost $70 on that trade on gold. It kind of bounced on us. It got the short roll and bounced. My stop could have been a little too tight. But that's okay. I'm okay with losing $70 with a chance to make 900.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Well, it just took another trade, didn't it? Yeah. Look at the YM. NASDAQ's right back in on the smart stops. YM is moving very nicely this morning, I see. You can see in August, gold's been crushing it.
Order submitted.
This is my Signal A drone for the month of August. If I go to my summary, wait, this must be more than one. No, that's for the month of August on gold. So, Greg, to answer your question, trading one contract on gold from August 1st to August 21st, it's up an amazing $4,200. That strategy's up 500 today. Signal B not nearly as good. So it loves that volatile environment, big swings up and down. It's been really capitalizing on that volatility. $4,200 in the month of August. That's the gold Signal A entry. So that would be the one I would recommend, Greg. I don't think I have to look any further than that.
Order submitted.
Here comes the YM.
Order
Oh,
submitted.
let me see. That's 1824. Oh, I'm in a crude trade. All right, let's go to crude. I got into this crude trade to the short side. This is the one that's been acting a little weird for me. It has two stops on it. There's my profit target. Not sure why it has two stops. Come on down, crude. And we got the crude inventory report at 10:30. Taking a little heat on this trade. Crude oil has been kind of trending up. $73 a barrel has come way down. But they're thinking that this truce that they're coming up with in the Middle East is going to bring the price of crude back down even further. Come on down.
Order submitted.
Very hard to see.
Order submitted.
Maybe I have two strategies running on the same account. That's all I can think of. Yep, I do. That's what it is. So the reason you see two stops is I have a duplicate strategy on black gold running. I'm not sure which one's my leader account, so I'm just going to let it ride for now. With all of that upside resistance, come on down. Let's mature down to the downside here. Here we go. Come on down. Come on down. There you go. Trying to help us.
Order submitted.
What I was saying is on the NASDAQ, all of that upside resistance could be a nice setup for the retirement plan. Could get a bounce. But you never know. It could push right on through. We're coming up to crude inventory time. And our ES signal B is another hot strategy. Come around 10:30 or 11. This chart up here at the top. We'll keep an eye on the E-mini as well. Crude is kind of consolidating here just before the report, the inventory report.
Order submitted. 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 Order submitted.
Okay, we're in a short position on the NASDAQ here. This has a momentum-based trailing stop that's built into it. If that 15 EMA changes colors, you've got a full winner just there. Really nice trade on that strategy. Brought it back to down just $100. The retirement plan should be in this short roll. This is what I was looking at, this bounce off of all that upside resistance on the retirement plan. Let's see if it's in. No, it didn't get the entry. ES is in. ES got in short. Gold signal B. Oh, man. Gold is just red hot. It's scoring on both entries, the A and B. Look at this trade on the gold. I'm going to hold off on crude I'm going to hold off on the crude strategy. Give it a little more time. Gold signal A. We're going to continue to play the gold signal A. All right, so the system took a short roll here on the ES. We got a huge bar down on our 2-minute chart. Okay, let me go back to the well, Michael, we're shooting for this week. We're shooting for Friday.
Order submitted.
Yeah, that is Eastern Time, Albert. Gold is crushing it between 8:30 and 11 this whole month. Okay, we're back in gold, actually. Speak of the devil. Let's see if we can get some follow through to the upside here. Kind of want to give it a little room here. I'm going to give it a little room. Let's see if we can get this trade to mature. NASDAQ is bouncing all the way back. There could be an inverse correlation between gold and the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's going up, gold's coming down. Bouncing off the 15. Don't come back. Giving us some major heat.
Order submitted.
Okay, it got our stop. All right, we got about 10 minutes for crude inventory. Your YM, Mike, shows when did the YM ODP take its trade? Let's take a look, Mike. Getting some lag on my NASDAQ. Whoa. Huge lag. Let's see when the YM ODP got that. YM. The YM ODP took that trade. Let's go back. Here it is. Looks like it took the short entry right here at 9:37 this morning. Let me make sure there was nothing before it. Nope. 9:37, Michael. It took that short. The YM ODP took the trade at 9:37. A short entry. And came all the way down to here and got stopped out, and it's up 970. The YM, I think, is in a position now. It's in a signal B position. So, Mike, we're in a YM long right now, a signal B, just like you mentioned.
Order submitted.
Here we go, another bounce off resistance on the NQ. Look for the short roll right here. They're retesting. Okay, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes for crude inventory. Let's see if we can get on the board here. Well, the YM's moving nicely, isn't it? Big retracement. Had that big move down, and now it's going right back. That's a beautiful signal. That happened to be a signal B. I'm sure the signal A got in too. Great job, Marcy.
Order submitted.
Hey, Mike, I read your comment. Why don't we get together after the YouTube? And let me just take a look and see what's going on.
Order submitted.
Sim stop 3. That's the momentum-based trailing stop.
Order submitted.
Uh, wow, it got the bounce now. So we're in this
Order
environment.
submitted.
Kind of been in a tight range here for the last. Let me bring down this chart just a little bit.
Order
Really, since the
submitted.
market opened.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
All right, we got 3 minutes to the inventory report. I'm in a long position on the retirement plan and a short position on my Smart Stop 3. But we're going to keep an eye on. Let's keep an eye on the Dow since we're in this beautiful trade, and let's take a look at crude oil. They've been cutting the production of crude out of the Middle East
Order submitted.
on these inventory reports, which who knows? Maybe we'll get a bounce up. I don't know. But we're going to play the what I do for the reports is I play the signal A, and I went ahead and I enabled my strategy on my Apex account. This is one of the only reports that I like to trade. Usually I let the reports, especially the red folder reports, I let them go and let them settle down. But the crude oil report I really like, and I always play a signal A entry. It looks for a big reversal.
Order submitted.
And we'll see if we get a reaction on this inventory report here in just a few minutes, in just a minute here. So we're on the black gold.
Order submitted.
Congratulations, Marcy. Great trade. Let's see what happens with crude.
Order submitted.
The haymaker just jumped in short. Okay, let's get some kind of reaction here. I'm going to play the ODP on crude oil as well at 11. Here we go. Wow. Some good volatility there.
Submitted.
Shot up to the upside, didn't it?
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Hmm.
Order submitted.
Exit line change. Hmm. Something doesn't seem right. Hmm. Okay, not a huge mover, I gotta say. Didn't do us much of a favor on that crude report, but who knows? Sometimes we get a delayed reaction.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Hmm. Gold signal A. This has been our hot strategy. It did take a long position here, it looks like. Got a big roll on the NASDAQ.
Order submitted.
Wow, there goes, you know what just took off is our 8 Unarenko. Rao and Toby just took off. Oh, it got our P&L target. Rao. Okay, Rao. That one stops trading at 1026. So it goes from 10 to 1026, and it scored nicely today at 740. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, let's get together after the session. Yeah, you're right, Mike. It got me. Okay, I'm looking for a short entry here on this signal B gold. I'm convinced I'm going to get a nice trade on this gold. We got that downside support. Oh, it's actually in this trade. It is actually in this trade. All right, let's give it some room. Too tight. Let's give this thing some room. We're going to let this one play out. Oop, the YM's right there. Come on, gold. I got my 15 below the 50, both red. We're in a really a downtrend, big time, on gold. Wow, the Dow, the Dow jumped right back in. It's really picking up some a big disparity between uptick versus downtick. That big move down on gold. Well, kind of a risky play, isn't it? Gold has just been on a tear. We're going to give it a shot. And 11 o'clock is when we've time optimized crude oil on our ODP. So we're not going to give up on crude altogether. Let's see if we can get something going on gold. Interesting. Nice, Marcy. Okay.
Order submitted.
I'm going to give gold some time. I'm going to give it some room and let it play itself. We could be in this short position on crude. Let's take a look at this crude trade. Crude signal A. Oh no, I put a signal B on crude. Whoa, we broke right. Look at the NASDAQ. Look at that NASDAQ.
Order submitted.
Broke through. Got that big bar up. and it pushed right through those all those lines of resistance. Just about broke them. Got hung up at the very top of it, right up at 19,940. Gold's trying to give us a little help now. We're back in the game. I'm back on my trailing stop. I've got this one copied over to my Apex account. Come on down, gold. Come on down. Don't come back now. We got some heat. Push on down.
Order submitted.
Okay. Got a very small winner on that one. Look at the YM. $41. I wonder what the all-time high is on the Dow. We got to be pretty close to it. We broke through resistance. I'm going to enable my NASDAQ signal B. I want to take it off of that account I'm on now, though. Let's go back to 18. Let me lock and load it. Let's see if we can get into this signal B. It's headed straight up. We broke through all that areas of resistance. And let's see if we can get into this long move on the NASDAQ. I've got the 30 range signal B bot. Make sure I've got this set up correctly. Bot and drone. Yep. Not sure what's preventing that from executing. Look at the Dow. Wow. $12.55 on the NASDAQ. All right, Marcy. Oh, my God. That is so incredible. So proud of Marcy. She's really brand new to futures trading from the Forex world. We got in our profit window on the Dow, and the Dow is up 690 for the day. Very nice trading for the Dow. Here we go with this trend trade on the ES, the signal B. Come around 10:30 on the signal B, and it finds the direction. We've been playing that one like clockwork, so I'm going to put on the signal B on the ES as well. And I've hit my profit target on one of the accounts, so I'm going to stay away from that one. But 18 or 33. So we're going to pivot off of crude when we have our 1-day pass coming up. But for now, we're going to go to the ES signal B drone. And we're going to put it all right, let's see if we could jump into this trade to the upside here. Take a quick look at the stock market. David Wise is buying calls on WMT, Walmart. Sold his call for $3.90, made 70 cents, about a 20% move. 818,000 jobs vanished in the Labor Department revision. So the U.S. economy created actually 800,000 fewer jobs than previously reported. So the U.S. job growth during much of the past year is significantly weaker than previously believed. Oh my goodness. What is the media coming to? Oh my goodness. Now this wasn't just a small revision. You know, they weren't off by a few thousand jobs. They were off by close to 1 million jobs.
Order submitted.
Oh, and you know what? The cash register jumped. The ES cash register just jumped.
Order submitted.
Oh, it got wicked out.
Order submitted.
I'm showing the signal A drone is in. So our AI model is in on the short move on the ES. You're right. The AI is taking over people's jobs. Scary, isn't it? Soon they won't need me here. Oh, look at that signal B on the NASDAQ. Wow. Oh, I'm on it. Where is that signal B? It's got to be this, you know, I could feel the lag. It's crazy. Oh, I'm actually in a trade here. I don't know how. That's the craziest thing. Signal B bot. Oh. I'm actually in a gold trade. I'm in a gold signal B. So I'm in this trade here. Forgot I had it enabled. So I'm catching this move up on gold.
Order submitted.
Look at the ES signal A on that revision. Getting a huge short roll here on the E-mini. And that cash register strategy was on top of it. The ES is one of our best strategies. I'm going to pin this right to my 15 EMA at this point. I don't want to give back too much of this. So, and this can be done in the strategy parameters. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin this right to my 15 EMA. And we're going to have a momentum-based trailing stop on this trade. Because I don't want to give back too much, but I don't want to smother it either. I'd love to see it get in my profit window at this point. Look at that. Boom. Got it. All right. So the ES signal A continues. And you know what? The ES signal B is going to kick in at 11. Oh, nice trade. We got golds cooking. Do have the gold trade. So we've got this inverse correlation going on. We see the index equities headed down and gold headed up. And I'm riding this gold trade here on my Apex account. To the moon, gold. Let's go. We were talking about gold.
Order submitted.
Nice trade. I closed it at about 380, about 350. So yeah, they made a big revision on the jobs. And we're having a meltdown. Let's see what crude oil's doing.
Order submitted.
Straight down. Just never got in the trade. I've had that signal B enabled on this crude oil. And for one reason or another, it hasn't gotten in. So 5 minutes away from CLODP. We played the crude oil ODP. I'm going to make it my leader account. And we are going to play this crude oil because it's moving very nicely. And we've got a time optimized. The way we time this out, though, a signal A Um, very likely would be a retracement at 11 back to the 50. I'd love to see it retrace right now and then catch a continuation. Crude oil is just flying to the downside. We're back in long on gold. Our ES strategy, and people always ask me when they trade a cash account, which strategy do you think would be the best? And I always recommend the ES because it doesn't take many trades. But let me tell you something. It has about a 40% win rate with a 6-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay, let's see if we can get this retracement. This is what we want crude to do right now. Right before 11 o'clock, we want to see it pull right back up to that 50. We're in a bit of an oversold environment right now. We're getting a retracement on the NASDAQ, I see. Let's see if that RSI line can drift up for us. Looking at this line right here in my oscillator. And I want to go with the crude oil ODP. Let's give it a shot, Rao.
Order submitted.
CLODP. Here it is. CL 1-day pass. And we're going to put it on number 18.
Order submitted.
Lock her down. See that report, that crude report gave us a delayed reaction, didn't it? At first, it kind of got stuck. And now it's selling off like crazy. Oh my goodness, Marcia. Marcy is red hot today. All right, let's get ready for this ODP. Do we go for the retracement back to the 50? I think maybe we do. All right, let's just let it roll. We're 2 minutes away. A huge volume on crude. There's 2,000 contracts a minute. Holy moly. Come on, pull all the way back up to that 50. I was speaking to Gary Sparks. Gary Sparks, he's one of our members. He loves to trade this crude at 11. He looks forward to that ODP on crude oil. NASDAQ's just continuing to melt down. Okay. $10.59. Let's see. We might get this. Yep, we're in. Oh wait, I don't think we are in. Hold on, let me put on the ODP. We got it in a risky direction. But oh, I was afraid of that. Come on, let's get a big retracement. Come on. Fire back up. I was hoping to get a short roll on this, but instead we got an entry where we're looking for a retracement. Very counter trendish trade, which is a risky trade. Trying to pick the top or the bottom of any instrument is extremely difficult. And I don't think we're going to be able to do it this time. Nope. All right. Let's turn this off. We really want that retracement back up to the 50 and take a short entry on crude right now. Crude is flying to the downside. Let me see if I can get some of that back on 18. Very risky entry. Going long on crude right now is suicide. Let's see if we can take it short.
Order submitted.
I don't have much room on this account. This is an evaluation account. And I'm right at my limit. Yeah, I can only take 2 more ticks of heat. Yep, it went out. All right. Well, we tried with the ODP. It took us in a counter trend trade. So let's go back to the CL black gold. Hold on just a moment. Sorry about that. Excuse me, I don't mean to be staring down. I see I've got my face right in the camera. Oh, okay. Yeah, what it is. Now I see what's going on. Now I see what my issue is. Hmm. I'm wondering why I wasn't getting into this trade on NASDAQ. I've got 4 minutes of lag time. Yeah, there's a big delay today. Love. Lovely. Love EV. Gold is just launching. Okay. There is a bit of a delay for YouTube, Love EV.
Order submitted.
Here comes the retirement plan on a retracement. Our ODP might have jumped right back in. Yep. So the CLODP now took a second shot at it. And it looks like this retracement's doing much better. We're getting a big bounce here. Oh, today's your first day. Well, Greg, it's important to know that what I want to know is that the discussion that I'm doing right now is we're going to be releasing an update that's going to fully automate that process. Um, so the system will dynamically change your trading hours based on historical performance. Where right now I'm doing it, manually by looking at my historical trade performance and enabling the strategies that perform the best. That's all going to be done automatically. We're going to be releasing that this Friday. And in fact, tomorrow, I want to invite everybody to come take a look at our webinar. If you already have the system, it's not going to be much different from this past Friday's webinar. It's going to be similar. But I'm going to really go into the new update and the features and benefits of it. And a lot of what is included in that is part of the process that involves managing which markets and which strategy to use is all going to be done automatically for you. So with the new update, what I'm talking about, let me show you. I'm going to try to reload my historical data one time and get rid of my trade copier. Let me see if I can get my NASDAQ back on. Let me explain it, Greg. I got so caught up in the trading that I lost my my wits here. But I want you to clearly understand what's coming. Here we go. Let me see if my data catches up. Let me get my trade performance. Okay. Here, this is a good illustration. What this system is going to do is, this is in the month of August on this strategy, and you could see the P&L. Oh, my NASDAQ took the trade. Look at that, it finally did it. I was lagging on my NASDAQ, and I reloaded the historical data, and then my signal B fired in. So I'm in this haymaker trade on the right. And the NASDAQ has some of our most powerful strategies. So it was yesterday and today I was having a little issue with my data feed. But anyway, let's get back to the heart of the matter here. So what this is showing is that for the month of August, between 11:30 and 12, this strategy made $1,900. But then what happened from 12 to 12:30 during that lunch break? It lost $2,000. And then after the lunch break, it made another $2,512. So what this will do is, the new update is, we have in our strategy parameters the ability to have several trading sessions. So if I go to the strategy parameters, we're going to have the ability to dynamically change the trading hours based on a month or 2 months of data, historical data, that optimizes the times. So this will automatically kick in from 11:30 to 12 p.m. and then stop trading, and kick back in from 12:30 to 1 o'clock. So what we're going to do is, our technology that we have currently is, for every strategy, every bot, we have what we call a drone. And the drone runs in tandem with the bot. And not only does it tell the bot the average true range of the market, so it could place the stop and the profit targets in the most ideal locations. But now we've taken it a step further, and the drone is going to be running up to 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. And it's going to be able to tell the bot up to 3 trading sessions, if there are 3, of when we're getting these big green boxes. So if it's at the London Open and we're getting an hour or two of really good results, that might be 5 a.m. here, the drone will tell the bot, hey, between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m., turn it on because we're running up the score. And then it'll create a second session of the second window of opportunity that has this big green bar. And right now, this strategy has only been running, it looks like, from 11:30 to 1. So with this new technology, it's going to be running all 23 hours. So it's going to be able to pick the best times of the day for each one of these strategies when it's making the most money historically to automatically run on your computer. So there's not going to be any more discretion as to when should I enable it, which one should I use. All of that is going to be eliminated, and it's going to automatically trade each and every one of these instruments at the most ideal times. And it's all data driven. None of it is based on emotion or opinions or biases. It's going to be by the numbers, and numbers really don't lie. So based on the historical performance, this system will automatically trade when it makes the most money. When it's pulling in losers, it's going to pause and it's going to stop trading. So that, in combination with adjusting the stop and profit targets to the average true range of the market, is really going to be a game changer for the performance of this system. So this Friday, I'm going to put a link in the chat box. And I want to invite you, Love EV, to come learn more, because we've got a system here that, look, we're in the midst of an AI revolution. We recognize that. The full potential of artificial intelligence, I think we're just scratching the surface. But we've got a system here that really isn't running at its full potential, that has the ability to put up numbers like these, simultaneously trading 6 different instruments. Once we add this new integration into it, this new AI integration, it's going to, the results are going to be incredible. What we've been doing in testing, Sergio showed me this morning, discussed it in our team meeting. It looks incredible, just incredible. We can't wait to get it out. We're really careful not to release something before it's fully tested. And I'm going to show in this tomorrow's webinar, which is the webinar is tomorrow at 4:30. And I'm going to put a registration link and invite you to come take a look.
Order submitted.
Our one-day pass on crude is in trouble on these long positions. Crude, the price of crude is coming way down. So let me get the registration link. And this is the ultimate edge for futures traders. And the webinar is going to be regarding our AI automated trading system. And the date is Thursday, August 22nd at 4:30.
Order submitted.
And it'll be short. It's only going to be about 45 minutes, an hour tops, depending on how many questions there are. But that'll give you the ability to learn exactly how this system runs, what's coming this week as far as updates. It's important to know, a little information from behind the scenes here. The owner of Right Line Trading, Mark Miller, is his expertise and his background is in automation and robotics. He bought the company with really some powerful indicators, and his experience in robotics and automation, he has an MBA from Cal State, has really been the dream team handoff. And I'm going to go into it a little more in depth tomorrow at 4:30.
Order submitted.
And I have to put the link on a notepad first, where it won't come through YouTube correctly. It's going to be at 4:30 Eastern. If you can't make it live, still register, and you'll automatically get the replay.
Order submitted.
You will automatically get the replay. It's coming in right now, Lionel. Sorry, I was just getting it put together. Here's the link, Lionel. Yeah, come check it out, because this new technology, and Marcy is, a great example of one of our members that's really achieving great success. Came in with really zero experience with prop trading, whether you trade a prop account, live account, sim account. This system really has the potential to be a game changer in your trading career. And knowing the future of the company, what I was alluding to is, because of Mark's background, the new owner, this is our premier system. We're not like these other vendors that jump around from one strategy to the next, trying to resell a new rebranded strategy every month. This is the future of this company. This AI auto trader, we have no plan to do another automated system. This is the only system, and all future updates are all included to our members for free. So you buy the AI Auto Trader. This is a system we optimize every week, and we continuously upgrade our AI component of the logic. So you can click on that link there in the chat box and register for tomorrow's webinar, and we'll do a live Q&A. Let's see if we can get this trade to mature to the downside. The Haymaker is one of our most exciting strategies. It trades a 30 range on the NASDAQ with very little risk and a really nice potential reward. The system does pull in some losers. It's not going to win all of its trades. However, we've got some really great features to manage the positions. So our risk to reward ratio is leaned heavily in our favor. We have trailing stops. We have pattern recognition. If certain candle types form, the system will exit the trade. And we have what we call our profit window, where if we come within 10 or 20 ticks of our profit target, that stop is going to slam right down and squeeze it as to not give any of that profit back. We never want to risk more than our potential reward. Gold is right back in long. Gold has just been flying all day today. The ES signal A is back. We saw a home run earlier. You're welcome, Lionel. Rao hasn't been doing bad, Scott. Stephen is, inconsistent. When the market conditions favor that strategy, that's not using our AI component, but we are going to use it for the trading sessions. It's a very aggressive strategy, Stephen is.
Order submitted.
Well, I think I figured out what was the cause of the issue that I was having. Because I closed it and now it is gone. Thank you, Marcy. Hey, Joe G. Yes, sir. Good to see you, Joe.
Order submitted.
I wanted to take a quick look at the stock market. The best training to use the system, Joe, is I would start with watching the masterclass modules 1 and 2, just so you have a clear understanding of the triggers and conditions. If you want to learn about it and understand it, that's good foundational information. Also, in our Discord chat group, we have a channel in Discord. Let me bring it over. For our training videos. We have several videos here that discuss different components of training to use the system. There's a number. These are the 2 masterclass modules. Number 3 is coming right after this release on Friday. Module number 3, I'm going to put it together this coming weekend. Module 3 is going to go into this new update and kind of pick up where Module 2 left off. So really a combination of things will shorten the learning curve. With any new system, there's always going to be a learning curve. It's a combination of things. The tutorials that you'll find in the training tutorials in Discord, screen time, actually running the system, and joining us on YouTube Live. You always pick up really good tidbits between Mark and myself. Mark is trades Monday and Fridays, and I fill in the middle of the week, Tuesday to Thursday, and we answer questions, and sometimes we try to think out loud. But a combination of all three of those things will significantly shorten the learning curve. I think within 30 days of having the system and running it, and if you join us on YouTube and you've watched those master two modules, they're only 45 minutes long. It's not like you're going to be watching a 5-hour video. They're short and concise and to the point. And we have great, customer service. You could schedule a time with either Charles or myself, and we'll do a walkthrough and answer your questions and make sure that you understand everything and are clear, have all your questions answered. Joe, I'm happy to. I told you in that email, I'm always happy to meet with you. Let's see if we can gain a little traction here on this NASDAQ 30 range. Where I left off talking about this strategy is it will pull in some losers. However, if it gets one winner, you're going to end the day on a green note. So it takes these trades with very little risk, but you can see my profit target is way out by the fences. And the NASDAQ can get it. Believe me. And a full winner is $1,000. It's going for 200 ticks. Joe, the masterclass, I can send them to you in an email, or you can go into our Discord chat group. And the Discord chat group has a channel. It's called the Training Videos channel. The Training Videos channel has all of the tutorials. There's a number of tutorials. So I think these are really great videos to start. And if you have any questions while you're watching them, you could schedule a time with myself or another member of our team, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Let's see if we can get on the board here now with this haymaker. My stomach's starting to talk to me. I kind of went a little bit beyond. Our time, but I'm going to let this trade play out. We've kind of gone into this consolidation pattern, but if you notice, my Laguerre, my RSI line and my Laguerre is pinned to the downside. We have it. Today's an FOMC meeting day. The minutes will be released at 2 o'clock. So historically, on these days, it's a little bit of a choppy market. But we had some instruments that performed extremely well. The gold continues to be on a tremendous hot streak. I showed the P&L of gold for the month of August. It's really mind-boggling. If you look at the two strategies for gold, and I'll show them to you. Let me pull up the... Here goes the haymaker. This is running gold on one strategy in the month of August. One contract in the month of August. And you can see it's genuine. If I uncheck that box, everything disappears. And if I check that box, those are the actual results. From 8/1 to 8/21, and I'll click generate. I have seen some people, do some smoke and mirrors, and I don't want you to think that that's the case here. Our company is really based on transparency and honesty, and that's why we trade the system every day live on YouTube. So you can see on my analysis, my summary on gold trading one contract this month has been $3,400. $3,400, and look, it's with a 42% win rate. Okay, so it's not winning the majority of the trades. Why it's doing so well is because our win rate, our average winning trade, is 2-to-1 over our losing trades. And we have the potential for a home run. Our largest winning trade was 900. But on the average, it makes twice as much as it loses, with the potential for a home run. So that's why we're having so much success. If I add in the signal B on gold, the drone isn't doing nearly as well. So the A is the one to trade, and that one's up $3,400 trading one contract. All right, so let's take a look. Let's do a quick review of how the performance was today. These were the top strategies of the day. I was able to pull in 425 on one of my Apex evaluations. The other evaluation, I tried a crude oil ODP, which failed. So I lost that one and continued to do well on this one. This one made 425 on the NASDAQ. And our number one strategy today was the Russell, the one-day pass on the Russell. The YM Signal B, we watched it. It was on fire. The YM Signal B was on fire today. The Dow's got to be at an all-time high. Then we had the one-day pass on the YM. Did extremely well. ROW is one of our optimized. That's the Steven optimized. ROW is Steven optimized. One of our members, Robert, happens to be a professional in the trading niche, a lot like you, Greg. Greg Hyde is also a professional in this trading niche. And Robert did an optimization. And where this strategy is really shining, looking at the results, is between 3:30 and 4. That closing bell hour, Scott, ROW is crushing it. Other than that, it's been a little inconsistent. So our smart stops did extremely well. These are the strategies that we're testing. Stop 1, smart stop 2, and 3. Those are our pattern recognition. And our ES drone, we saw it catch a huge winner. And then our NASDAQ 30 ranges on the signal A. And on these reporting days when the FOMC reports, I always say go with the signal A. The market goes up and down, and there's some volatility there. It's usually not a trending day until after the report comes out. So that's the leaderboard for today. And you can see that the system has the ability to really run up the score on a number of different instruments. And with the new update that's coming out on Friday, come join me tomorrow at 4:30 and check it out, because it's a game changer. We know that to eliminate the losing trades is the key to our success, and we've found a way to do it. The test results have proven it. So come join me tomorrow and check out the webinar. And we'll do a live Q&A, and I think you'll have a really good understanding of what's coming. So I hope you'll join us tomorrow. God willing, we'll be back at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I really enjoy these sessions, and I want to thank you for joining me. And God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. So I hope you'll join us. So long, everybody. Have a great day. I will, Joe.